Okay. Give me 1 second. This is Changing Faces, CFTV. Hello. We are at Oxford Street. Are we on Oxford Street? Oh, Oxford Circus. I beg your pardon. We're on Oxford Circus. S.O.S. Save our scene. It's all about saving the scene. But what scene are we saving? We're saving dance music. That's why we're here. So we're here documenting, seeing what's going on. And we know that one of our very own, Amy L, is playing today as well. And a whole host of others as well. It's going to be a party, but it's going to be a march of solidarity and joining together with the dance music community. And with me today also is DJ Dan Singh, who is holding the camera, so thank you very much for doing that. And we're with a whole host of other people, but we have ultimately lost them already. So let's go and find out where the hell they are. But in that same time, whilst we shoot, well, I'll be your host. So do tell me, why are you here today?
Well, I'm a DJ and a producer, so yeah, just simply because it's just beyond a joke. I mean, I think the whole COVID thing has gone a bit far-fetched and run its course a little bit now, and there's no need to have any further restrictions, and it's suffocating people in the industry, it's suffocating promoters, clubs are dying, you know, there's no need for it anymore, especially when Matt Hancock's been caught kissing his secretary, so yeah, it's a bit of a hypocrisy going on, yeah.
It's been an eventful past few hours, hasn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
What would a question for you? What would you want to say to the UK government right now?
I think it's time for a change. I think, like Jess said, we just need to start live our lives and just get on with it, because, yeah.
Obviously, this could be classed as a party, maybe as well. When was the last party you went to?
Would you know? Well. Not a proper party, but I gigged a couple of weeks ago in Tottenham, but it's all seated events, so it's still not as full, and yeah, it's not as good as it could be. But yeah, probably a proper party, yeah, good couple of years, I'd say now, really, like from having a proper get together.
So how about yourself? When was the last time you went to a party?
A year and a half, I think even more than that. It's just when the whole thing started, so it was like last year, January.
Bloody hell, that is absolutely incredible. Well, ladies, do enjoy yourself for the rest of the day. And you're our first interview for the day. The very first one. So, thank you very much for talking to us. We're christened. You're in the club. So.
Yeah, so I'm not really the biggest party goer at all. I was just dragged by my friends, and this is not even my poster. But I do feel for the businesses that shut down, including the DJs, including the pubs, and that's why I'm here. And I also believe that it's our civic duty to party. Yeah, so we need to stay happy and positive.
Hell yeah to that. Obviously, you said you don't really go out that much, but in the times that you do, where are you often going for nightlife?
Oh yeah, that's the thing also. I'd rather just be at home quiet by myself and just a few people, but you know, we have the same cause, so even though I'm not really that much of an extrovert, I'm here with some of my friends.
What would you want to say to, you know, the UK government right now? Because obviously they should be listening to us right now, especially with these amount of people, but what would you want to say to them?
That's a great question, because my other poster is government serves us. They should represent us and what we want, and they should act according to our best interests. And it seems that they are lacking in that area right now. So let's continue to remind them with love and appeal to them to move to our side and join and listen to us and work with us.
I absolutely love that. And when it comes to when things all open back up eventually, and whenever they do, where will you go first?
Great question.
Or will you just stay at home?
I might just stay at home, but if I'm with my friends, I will go to those who, you know, if they're going to clubs, I'd love to go to clubs because it's the people I'm with more than anything else.
Are you going to do a house party maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Can we come?
Okay, sure.
All right. Yeah. I think he is recording. He's nodding his head. So, oh yeah. Why? Just why are you here today?
Just to be in solidarity, man. Do you know what I mean? I think that everyone's a bit fed up, not only what's been going on with the whole COVID situation, but the continual lies and deceit coming from the government. as well as just the fact that they seem to think that they're above the law most of the time. We had Matt Hancock yesterday resigning for breaking social distances. We've had Boris repeatedly being a hypocrite. And I think, do you know what I mean? People are just, they need time. It's time for change, basically.
Would you say the UK government has done a very good job with the whole planning and the organisation of all around COVID at all?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, from the outset, there was a delay in lockdown. I mean, personally, I don't believe a lot of what the media is telling us anyway. I don't believe the numbers. I mean, you can look at the statistics of the government's own statistics. It's only people above 8 years of 85 with pre-existing health conditions. That's the bulk of the deaths. Most of the people under that age are 99.99% recovery rate. And like just recently we had the Delta variant, which they originally called the India variant. I recently only just found out that the Indian government actually is looking to sue the British government for calling it the Indian variant, because actually they don't even have that variant in India, and that's why they changed the name to the Delta variant. So it's just misleading all the time. They're always misleading us, giving us false numbers, false statistics, and bringing in laws that are pretty draconian. We got the S.O.S bill, which allows the police to basically commit rape and murder while they undercover and infiltrate organisations. We got heavy-handedness that basically reminds me of American-style policing. You got like 3 policemen on one guy, do you know what I mean? When they're just stopping him to question him or fucking shit like, sorry, excuse my language. But it creates a lot of anger in the public. It creates a lot of animosity, and to be honest, it's not going to get any better.
Well, I will say, we went very deep there into the whole details of the police force and so on. Just to bring it back on a very soft side for this interview. Obviously, you've mentioned things about the UK government, how they've not really handled it very well. What do you think a party would look like if it was organised by the UK government?
A party?
Yes.
Well, it would be probably a mix between Royal Ascot and some sort of nappy-bearing dungeon, I would imagine. That's usually the Tories thing. So.
And would you go to it?
Well, I think I've answered that question already.
I need to ask you first, why are you here today?
Because if we don't stand up for the scene that we want to be a part of, it won't be a thing. So you've got to do our bit to make sure that we have this future that we want.
And how about for yourself?
Exactly the same thing, back in the same thing all the time.
Yeah. And what would you want to say to the UK government?
Sort your shit out.
No, on a real, get everything motion. Why has everyone else been allowed to open up, get things going again? Yeah, all the clubs, the rave scenes, a lot of it's been shut down.
I totally agree. We're going to be doing this interview whilst we walk. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah.
So, as we're walking, one thing I would like to ask, when was the last party you went to? What was it?
16 months. We went to Magazine, Charlotte DeWitt, Richie Orton. That was the end of February. So.
And how was that?
Oh, it was brilliant. It was the best time I've had in the last 18 months.
And how about for you? When was the last party you went to?
Would have been the same thing. We've been dying to get back out in there and can do what we love doing. But we've been shut down, we can't do it. It's not fair. Sort it out, Boris.
And do you say you guys were promoters as well, or you had a record label?
I'm a promoter and I own a record label, so it's been tough trying to, we haven't been able to do what I'd love, what I want to do for a living, so.
And when was the last time you guys did an event?
Would have been February the 14th, the last event we'd done.
Yeah?
And we had 3 scheduled and just couldn't happen, so.
Oh, bloody hell. And what was that like, your last event? Was it absolutely popping?
Well, it was even before this all started, so we done brilliant. But
considering how well it's blown up, it looked like we're going so far, and then for all this to come in and to be shut down, and we're still waiting, it's not doing us any good. And obviously we're not the only ones. There are going to be people in the same boat. Some people that are left behind, some people that are further in front, and it's still the same way.
As a light-hearted question, what do you think the difference is between a supermarket and a nightclub?
Well,
more grannies in a nightclub.
It's the same amount of people. There's a higher turnover in a supermarket, in and out, in and out, in and out. At least with a nightclub, rave club, whichever you want to talk about, you can have the same amount of people capacity in. I mean, you might have a few web strays in and out, but it's going to be the same amount of people. So if anything, safer than a supermarket.
And how do you think the UK government has handled COVID in general? Very well or incredibly shitty?
Incredibly shitty, and they've absolutely fucked the music industry, the nighttime industry. It's fucked. They're the only people that haven't given any support throughout the whole thing. So that's why we're here today.
Look at the main guy. Wasn't he just put out with pictures kissing a colleague? What are we doing? It's in the papers. You don't need my voice to say that. It's out there.
Yeah.
As a light-hearted ending question, if, obviously, you've mentioned how the UK government haven't done a very good job here, what would a party be like if they organised it, the UK government? What would that look like?
Oh, God, fucking prawn sandwiches like you get at the football games nowadays. Just a load of shit. Just a load of shit.
Do tell us, record label, event thing.
So, Kromatic Records, we're a South Coast based record label trying to promote up and coming artists, give them all the best opportunities, and Mafia Media events for our events.
Big up the D&D familia.
Hold on,
D&D all day long.
Walk with us. Do tell us, why are you here today?
I'm here because I believe we need to save our raves. I don't understand why people are allowed to go to Wembley and watch the football. People are allowed to go to Ascot and watch the horse racing, but we can't go and have a dance. What's the point? Why? Because we don't have money, and because we're the lower class, we have to suffer and they don't. That's the way I'm seeing it.
And obviously there's an overall message happening today, but what is your message to the UK government?
Freedom for rights. Let us do what we would like, because you guys can do what you want. So why can't we? Everyone's here, everyone's living their lives, so why do we have to live a restricted life whilst they get to live in their ivory towers with their money and their bursaries and their this and that to help them out, but we got nothing?
And how do you think it's gone today?
I think it's gone well. I was here yesterday as well. Yesterday was an amazing turnout. Big up to everyone that came down. Big up to all the support. It was like Notting Hill Carnival, to be honest, but everyone came out for the right reasons. It was all love, no drama.
No, that's what we want to hear. And as a light-hearted question, I'll move to the light-hearted question in a minute, but how do you think the UK government has handled everything so far?
Sorry, what was that?
How do you think the UK government has handled COVID and everything so far?
I think they've handled it appallingly. Like, I don't understand why all these countries like New Zealand and Australia, they went into an extreme lockdown, not letting any planes in and out of the country, and look, they're COVID free now. So maybe if we should have followed suit, then this would have all blown over in the same period of time as for Australia and New Zealand. So why are we then still suffering when half of the world has gone back to normal? They tell you to go and get a vaccine, but you still have to wear a mask. They tell you to get a vaccine so you can fly, but what they don't tell you is that AstraZeneca will actually cause you blood clots if you fly. It says in small print before you get it, do not fly within a period of time after getting the jab. People are dying from it. They're not telling you that though, are they? They're only telling you little bits of information, not the whole story.
And my question is, what is the difference between a supermarket and a nightclub?
That one's got music and one hasn't, do you know what I mean? Like, why can Karen and Tanya and everyone else queue up with their snotty kids and get food, but we can't queue up in a nightclub and have a couple of drinks? Like, and do you know what I mean?
And one of my last questions before we're going to move on. What was the last party you went to?
Oh, I was at Hyde Park last night, and a few, I'm not going to disclose the locations, a few illegal events and whatnot, but it is what it is. If they're not going to let us do it, we're going to fight for our freedom and rights. That's what drum and bass is about, that's what raving's about.
Yeah, that's right. June 27th, this is the day where everyone is came out to dance, to party, and to save our city. Apologies, by the way, my voice is probably quite crushed right now. Oh yeah. Hopefully, the thing that offends here will be that nightclubs will reopen again very soon in the near future. Party on, my guys. Huh? Party on. Yes, party on. Let's do it. Come on, it's time. Why are you here today?
We've got to show our support for this industry that's going to be completely ignored for over a year.
So what is your message to the UK government?
Just because you might not be into something doesn't mean it's not important.
How do you think today's gone today?
Amazing. This is like exactly what I hoped it would be and more. It's amazing. So good.
When was the last time you went out for a party?
Like a proper one that wasn't... Well, I went to Berghain in Germany last September.
Last September?
To like dance in Mars.
Oh, dude!
So good. Yeah. That's the last time. Sorry. But I had to go to Germany to do it.
That is commitment to the scene right there.
Exactly, yeah. This is so good.
What do you think the difference is between a supermarket and a nightclub?
Then it's, well, I mean, one you have fun in, but there's not one. There's not much of a difference.
When nightclubs open back up again, what do you think? Where are you going to go first?
Fire, Ministry of Sound, Adonis, loads of queer venues that hopefully will make it through.
I love that, man. You enjoy your party.
Thank you so much.
Take it easy. I don't know what street we're on. What street are we on, Mr. Daniel? What street are we on?
What?
What street are we on?
Regent Street.
Ah, okay. We're on Regent Street. Party's still going. Mate, I'm really thirsty. Sunday 27th of June. That's today. And it is also the day of S.O.S. Save Our Scene. The scene that has not really been taken care of at all, to be honest. But we're here with everyone. We're chilling and we're dancing. I have not really much else to say other than that it's a wild party, and shout out to anyone who's doing cameos behind me. Mr. Daniel, if you can hear me, how has it gone today for you?
It's been really busy here, you know. I'm actually surprised by the amount of people that turn out. I realise we have a massive club culture, you know, but it's really good to see so many people coming out in solidarity today.
Hell yeah. Are you thirsty as well?
Take your masks off!
What was that?
Take your masks off!
When? Huh? When?
Now!
How about that?
Yeah, that's better!
Is that better? Yeah? Do tell us why you here.
Freedom!
Is that why you're here today?
Yeah, cool! Freedom! Birmingham crew coming through!
I was asked to, but I'm going to put it back on. Thankfully, we've been quite fortunate of not having any technical issues. Isn't that right, Mr. Daniel?
Yeah, no technical issues today, thank goodness. So it's all good, A1.
Yeah. Let's get it. Hey.
Hello, mate. Sorry, mate. Doing all right. Where's it work? Have you seen Mayo now? I lost him ages ago.
We're here with D Nicholson. D, tell us. How are you, first of all?
I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying myself. It's a really, really good vibe. Seeing some of my old friends like the man like Chalky up there, meeting up my good buddy Charlie, mate, everybody else yourselves. It's just, yeah, it's the old Plur vibe, do you know what I mean? I'm loving it.
So Dean, do tell me, why are you here today?
At the end of the day, people are losing money. I'm a DJ, I produce music, and I've not had any bookings now for the best part of 2 years. So even though, like, you know what I mean, it's not my main income, but it is an income. And to be able to lose that, and to know friends that own clubs, that promote as well, have gone out of business. You know what I mean? It's about, something's got to change. There's a lot of hypocrisy at the moment. You know, you look at Ascot, you look at all like the football and stuff, millions of people. I mean, even yesterday's march, 3 million people. Yet we can't go to a club. We're not allowed.
What would be your message to the UK government right now?
Well, basically, wind your fucking neck in and do something about it. Stop being the bellends that you fucking are. Get off your asses and do what we pay you to do, because you're our servants. It's not the other way around.
If the UK government, obviously, they've not handled it very well with COVID, would you agree?
No, they haven't. I mean, yes, I get it happened very quickly and there was a lot of problems, but I mean, I've got friends that live in other countries like Spain, and if we had done what Spain had done, we wouldn't even be doing this now. This wouldn't be happening.
And the only reason why I say it is because that's been the general consensus of what everyone has said today.
Yeah.
But my further question is, if the UK government was to organise a party, how do you think that would go?
They couldn't even organise a piss up in a brewery, could they, at the end of the day? So, like, you know what I mean? They'd probably promote it and 2 people would turn up. And they'd be there thinking it was a fancy dress, do you know what I mean?
When everything opens back up again, when restrictions open and stuff like that, where are you going to go first?
I'll be straight down to Egg London, and also actually a shameless plug. Club UK is coming back as well. Club UK is coming back. But yeah, Egg London, Club UK, that's where I'll be all day long.
My goodness. Why are you here?
I do house events, drum and bass events, and where we're all out of work, and so are all my house music family and my D&B families.
How do you think the UK government has handled COVID and restrictions and what have you?
Appalling, absolutely appallingly. I feel like we've been absolutely left out in the cold, not thought about at all, and actually it's almost like abuse, I'd say. Neglect.
How do you think the UK government would be with organising a party?
I wouldn't give a fuck, to be honest. This is a party, and that's why we're all here. And what I love is that there's different people from all different representations from the music industry, DJs, MCs, people that do the events, people that work the events, and people that come to the events. And that's what I love, and that's why we're all here.
If the UK government did a party, would you go?
Only if I was organising it.
And when was the last time you went on a party, to a rave, or anything?
Friday.
On Friday? Recently Friday?
Yes, indeed.
I wasn't expecting that answer at all.
Sorry.
Party hard, man. No, yeah.
Exactly. It was a sit-down event, but it was socially distanced, but not.
When restrictions open back up again, where are you going to go first?
Well, I'm not personally doing any events, but I will be attending New World Fest. That's one of my good friends who's doing that. So that'll be amazing in Chelmsford. Then there'll be a few in Springfield events and St Albans. He's doing loads up there. I can't wait.
You sound like you've got a very eventful summer.
I do. Do you know what the sad thing is that there's been so many delays. Now there's loads of events happening all at the same time, so people have rolled over. And sadly, I can't go to them all.
And do tell us your social handles, what you're promoting right now.
And so I'm a Unite based, and I also do Too Damn Glam. So Too Damn Glam is the house events, and United Bass is the drum and bass.
Excellent. Thank you very much for speaking to us. All right. So that more or less rounds up our trip, I guess. I'm really thirsty. Like, I'm really thirsty. I haven't drank anything. No water, no nothing. I am very, very thirsty. So yeah, this has been Save Our Scene, SOS. I think the message has been very clear today. Not many people are very happy about how everything is gone, but people still love to party, so that's what everyone's doing today. I have no ending anecdote, but if you enjoyed our video, please like and subscribe. Yeah, and you know, we don't do videos very often for our CF YouTube, but we do when we can, you know, so. Happy Sunday, everyone, and cheers. Nice one.
I'll say something. Hi, this is DJ Dan Singh for Changing Faces. I've been with James here at the march today. I've been on the other side of the camera most of the day, so I just want to say a few quick words. This march is all about saving our culture, you know, and it's great to see so many people out in solidarity today. It's really important that we get this message across and we save our culture. So many other businesses have been properly supported by the government, but I really feel that there's an opportunity here to have our voice heard. People don't realise just how much nighttime industries businesses take to run. There are salaries that cost thousands of pounds a month to run, and yet the businesses are not allowed to open their doors to take even a single penny. It's absolutely criminal, and today so many people have come out in solidarity to speak out against that. Let's bring our nightlife back to where it should be as quickly as possible, and with the total support of the government. Come on guys, we need to do something. Oh, I'll start again, hang on.